I need you to come with me.
I want to.
I need you to be strong.
We are the Walking Dead.
Hi, I'm Brooke.
And I'm Brad.
And together we are We Love Horror, and we're watching The Walking Dead.
And we're up to season 8. No, sorry.
We're on 8.
Let me redo
if we
that.
Were on 8, I would miss everything, and this season is too good to skip ahead.
I know, I don't know what I'm saying. This is season
it's
6.
Like when you like when you're excited to watch episode 4,
Yeah.
but really you're on 3.
Really, you're on 3. It's season 6, and we're on episode 9. And we left off on a pretty interesting cliffhanger.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about who this Negan guy is, because it doesn't sound like it's going to be their new friend.
Yeah, that was the after credit scene. So yeah, we did watch the after credit scene.
We didn't miss it this time.
And also before the after credit scene, we saw our group going out covered in walker guts.
Yeah, that was gross. And Sam is going to spoil something. I just have a feeling. You can't just walk through the walkers yelling, "Mom, Mom, Mom,
Yeah.
stop."
Yeah, that was a real interesting place
It's like you
to
hate
stop
to
it.
judge it because you know he's a kid and he's scared, and I get it. But like, something bad is going to happen.
Right. Yep.
So I'm excited to see what happens. Hopefully nothing happens, but I'm really intrigued about this Negan guy. That's what I'm most looking forward to. What are you most looking forward to?
Just getting through this next episode. If you'd like to see our review from our last episode, just go ahead and click back.
Yeah, or better yet, hit subscribe so that we're always in your inbox anyway.
That's right. So the next episode is called No Way Out. What do you think? Any thoughts on what No Way Out could be?
There's going to be a situation in which they cannot find a way out.
That's a good prediction. That sounds
like I'm
that sounds
psychic or
good.
something.
So it doesn't sound good. It sounds like there isn't any way out.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get into it and see what happens.
There's something unnerving about driving a car that has bullet holes in the window.
Come on out.
Yeah.
Join us in the road.
Okay, so they're going over what we saw last time.
Yeah, a little bit of what we saw.
Now, step 2. Hand over your weapons.
Why should we?
Well, they're not yours.
Whose are they?
Your property now belongs to Negan. So let's get those sidearms, shall we?
I hate when they hand over weapons. I don't know what else they would do. They don't really have a choice, but you just something in you just sinks when they have to hand over a weapon.
Right.
If you have to eat shit, best not to nibble. Bite, chew, swallow, repeat. It goes quicker.
That's an interesting way to put it.
He met one of his own kind. They both just put words together so eloquently.
Yeah. That is true.
Who are you people?
I get the curiosity, but we have questions ourselves.
I don't like him.
While we drive you back to wherever it is you call home.
Good. Take them there and leave
First,
them
though,
there. It's overrun
your
with
shit.
walkers.
Oh, that's true.
What have you got for us?
Yeah, take them.
Yeah, you just took it.
Since they don't know that, though, they
Yeah.
could just drive them wherever.
We'll take them.
There's
home.
more.
Then they'll just get eaten by.
Take my man to the back of the truck.
So they don't even know.
Start inside the back bumper. Work your way to the front.
Oh gosh. Hands off my Daryl.
Who's Negan?
Ding dong, hell's bells. See, usually we introduce ourselves by just popping one of you right off the bat. But you seem like reasonable people. I mean, you're sporting dress blues, for Christ's sake. But I told you not to ask any questions. And then what does this ginger do? I don't want you to get the wrong impression of me.
Wait! Wait. You don't have to do this.
Oh no.
Shut up.
I am talking to the man.
No, you're not.
And they just got together.
I'm not gonna kill you. Wait,
I don't trust him.
you know what? Yes, I am.
Wow. There they go.
What happened? Wait. What?
They blew up.
Well, I know, but like. Daryl! Daryl saved the day with that rocket thing that
That Abraham found. Yeah.
he worked
the
so hard
rocket
to
launcher.
get that too. It's so, and he had no idea that that would save his life.
Some
in
bitch
the
is
next
covering you.
episode.
Look.
Did he cut you?
A little.
Well, I'm glad those people are gone.
Yeah.
They were nice. You're.
There he is.
That's
Man.
like a Halloween costume, and it's gross.
I know.
I wonder if Daryl like tried to kind of do something, and the guy's like, "Let me show you, I'm serious," and stabbed him to like say, "Hey, you need to just do what I say."
Yeah, that's probably what he did. That's what I was thinking. Like the stabbing was just to let him know I'm in charge.
Okay, so those people are gone, but that doesn't really help us because whoever is their leader is probably scarier than they are. Imagine the smell, too.
Yeah.
That would be the worst part, is the
It would
smell.
be.
Come in, we're open.
We're open.
I mean, they are. Alexandria is open. Open for
they're,
business.
They're wide open. They're all there.
I'm gonna lose it with Sam if he messes this up for them.
Yeah.
Like,
It's working.
Mom, like. Ew.
Yeah, look, and he was like,
Thanks for the close-up.
I mean, it's effective, but it's obviously dangerous because you have no protection.
Yeah. And I'd be worried if you had a cut or a scrape or something that those
Sensitive.
germs would get in.
All right, new plan.
Oh, they don't have where he said mom.
Too many walkers, too spread out. We're not going to the armory. Our vehicle's back at the quarry. All of us drive. We'll need to round them up.
Judith. To the quarry and back.
I'll take her.
That they don't have time to like pack for her.
My church until you all lead the walkers
Right.
away.
With a baby, like you need to take food, you need to take diapers, you know, like you.
Can you do this?
Ew, it's on her mouth. It's like around her mouth.
Take Sam. No. Yes, Sam, it'll be safer.
I'm not leaving you.
Sam.
I can keep going. Please.
They'd be less stressed out if he would just like.
Just go.
Honestly, if he stayed with Judith, I know he's not a huge help, but it's one more person with the pastor
Right.
that like.
I'm going to keep her safe.
Thank you.
I don't think he can defend her very well. I feel safer with Judith being with Rick, actually. What do you think?
I mean, if he's going right to protection, it's probably okay, but
Yeah, that shot of him watching her leave was like, he probably doesn't want to watch her walk away.
We have to try. We cannot go out there. There are too many of them. See that he's gonna kill her. We won't get to her. We'll die.
right.
That man needs her. Okay, she's a doctor. He is sick. But we need to make sure that Carol and Morgan are okay.
She has a point. They can't help her if they die.
Gonna do a sweep of the brownstone. I want to see what other surprises are in here.
Hey, he's waking up.
I'm nervous about Carol. She doesn't sound well.
Where is he? Where's Denise?
He took her, didn't he?
Carol was right.
I kind of feel angry at Morgan. Like his method is making people get hurt and potentially killed.
Well, also taking their focus away from the other threat on top of this
I
major
didn't even think
threat.
of that. You're right. Oh my gosh, she's made more problems for them. That's a good point, Brad.
Maybe when they search this place, they missed something.
Easy.
Look in the Bibles, too. Could have hollowed out the pages.
Are you serious?
Oh, that's an idea.
Yeah.
People hide guns, ammo, maybe something to start a fire.
How things turn.
Every time I see him, he gives me shivers.
Yeah.
When I wanted to run, you said, that's how you lose people. Even after they're gone. What the hell does that mean?
People you love, they made you who you are. They're still part of you. If you stop being you, that last bit of them that's still around inside, who you are, it's gone.
Who are those people to you?
My parents, a man named Dale. Maggie's father, Herschel. A woman named Andrea, a man named Tyrese. Who are they to you?
It is interesting seeing him talk with the cross in the background.
My parents.
And they're still here.
This is interesting to see them interacting.
Yeah.
When there's an opening, we'll make a break for that tower. Denise. Denise, I need you.
Ugh.
I'm enjoying your company so much.
He just gives me like this visceral reaction. It's like a primal feeling of dread.
I wanted you to come back.
I can handle myself. You said
I didn't
wanted
want you
help.
to give up on this place.
We have to her off that platform. She's hurt. She needs help getting over the wall. I can climb up the gate. You can distract them. We do it together.
I liked what you said before, that I wasn't born this way. You're right. I changed. And now I want to help you change.
You're right.
Oh,
Let's get Maggie.
You've been given a gift, Denise. You'll see that one day. Or maybe you won't.
I mean, he's good in this role.
Yeah.
He's good at really coming off as like this serial killer, gross, creepy vibe.
It's nighttime.
That'll make it easier.
Got dark, yeah. It's a long time to walk as far as they have.
I mean, they can't go too fast either because,
Yeah,
first
you
of all,
gotta-
they don't want to get tired, and second of all, they can't alert attention to themselves. Oh, he's
That
gross.
was the scary one, yeah.
Yeah.
The monsters will come, and you won't be able to run away when they come for you.
What Carol said to me.
And they will tear you apart and eat you up all while you're still alive.
That's a kid walker.
Ooh, that's gonna change his ability to focus.
Come on. Sweetheart. Sam. Sam, come on.
Come on, Sam.
Sam.
Hey, you can do this. Sam's like a mom.
Honey, you can do it. Sam, come on. I need you to come with me. I want to. I need you to be strong.
What? What? Wait, what?
Jesse?
Oh no, they're all coming now.
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
Oh, I thought Sam was gonna ruin it, but I didn't think it would be like this.
Yeah.
No! What? Is this a dream? Is this fake? Wait, this is like a fake dream sequence thing? No, this isn't real. This is fake, right?
She's got Carl's arm.
I can't process. The Carl wasn't bit, right?
No, he was just being drugged down.
What?
You.
Ooh. Michonne just took him out.
That whole family is just
It's
annihilated.
just a
Oh no. Carl. I mean, wait, what? No.
He got shot in the eye.
This is...
That was a disaster.
Oh my... I envisioned other things happening, but
Yeah.
not any of that. Carl isn't, like, gotten by a walker, right? He just...
He was shot in the face. He was shot in the head.
Oh my god. And that whole family is just gone.
Sooner or later, we're fighting our way out.
Not you.
Well, by my reckoning,
Eugene.
I, like, can't even process the scene because my mind is
I
still...
know. I know a lot happened right then.
Like, I don't know what they're talking about. What's going on with Eugene? Who cares? I don't know.
Yeah. Go back. What's going on with Carl?
I'm just so...
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I suppose someone thought they could put up a fight. I guess you all thought that.
We did put up a fight. That's why your friends are dead.
Yeah.
That was a good line.
We should have waited and watched a little longer. But maybe if I wasn't so selfish, I wouldn't have got that IV. We're gonna find a gap and go that guard tower and over the wall. You don't need to be afraid.
Go to hell.
You need to know It's safer out there than it is in here. Start moving.
It's safer with him.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, now he's
I mean, I'm glad, honestly.
Yeah.
Go, come with me now. You get me to the infirmary, I save your life.
He actually could have, when she was going to be attacked, he didn't have to, like, rescue her.
Yeah,
he could have used that as an opportunity to get away, but I'm not sad he got bit. I'm worried about Carol. I think she's not doing well. Who is that? I can't see.
It's Morgan.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I was hoping it was Daryl.
Yeah.
Imagine being Morgan.
You had a
Everyone would be
child,
mad at you.
right?
Oh, Sophia.
I didn't want to hurt you. I just had to stop you.
You saved him for you, not us.
That's kind of true.
If it was for us, you would have... I should have killed you.
Wow.
What a thing to say.
Yeah.
You can't.
Carol wouldn't have killed him. She's
I
just...
don't think she would have.
The letter was clear. Could have made it.
You turned back for me. Maybe it was because you needed a doctor, or maybe you changed.
I'm scared that something bad's gonna happen because he's not.
You ready?
Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay.
Carol's...
Well, Denise tried. She did a good thing.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he got taken out. I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, it's sweet. Denise is gonna help him.
Come on!
He had a little moment of change, but it's not like she would have known that.
No, and who's to say he wasn't
kidnapped her.
The kid. Is he bit?
Nope. Top shelf next to the sink, 2 IVs from the fridge, and all the clean towels you can find. Aaron, grab the gurney.
This episode is so intense. I don't know what I thought,
This is a
but it's
gunshot.
going nothing like I thought.
Please save him.
Oh, his eye.
That's gonna draw them here.
Poor.
You know, is there an exit wound is kind of like...
I'm so mad at that boy for shooting him. What was the point of that?
Trying to shoot Rick, but I don't know if he would have actually shot him.
He was just reacting in the moment.
Rick's getting his aggression out right
But-
here.
He's taking them all on. We have to go get
Maybe
him.
that'll keep him busy for a moment.
We have to. This is it.
Okay, got it.
Oh, she kissed him, and that breaks my heart. I'm not gonna be okay because I really didn't ever think anything would happen to Carl. Yeah, Michonne has to come help because Rick's like
Yeah.
alone out there. They're gonna take out a lot. Unfortunately, it's like a drop in the bucket because there's so many.
Yeah.
But I am glad they're taking some out. There'll be less of them.
They're kind of doing what they did in the prison. Remember when they all kind of got in a circle, and that's what they should have done. You know?
And do they even have food for her?
Take her.
When you have a baby, anything with a baby just hits you hard. Is he gonna go out there?
Gabriel.
Our prayers have been answered. God will save Alexandria because God has given us the courage to save it ourselves.
That makes me think of what Enid was looking at on the wall where
Right.
it said faith
They
without
all
works
came
is
together,
dead.
yeah.
Faith without works, like you can have faith, God will help you, but like you have to work too.
He's sitting out there in front. He's out there fighting them with Michonne and some others. It's time.
This is so like I don't even know.
Yeah.
Did you see her? Yeah, she made it to the infirmary. I'm gonna go help Rick.
I'm going too.
Eugene, you don't have to.
That's incorrect. I do. No one gets to clock out today. And hell, this is a story people are gonna tell.
Oh, I feel like proud of Eugene when he steps up.
Yeah. Oh, he found the wolf.
Oh my gosh, just do it, Morgan. Please do it.
Yeah, it is.
Poor Maggie, she's still up there.
Go get her!
I was worried that that was going to happen, where that platform she's on would start to collapse.
Over here!
I'm scared she's going to fall. I can't take Glenn having no, I just can't.
Is he sacrificing himself?
He better not be. He's not. He can't. No, she doesn't have a list. Okay, no. He has to. Glenn didn't survive that dumpster thing to have this happen. Okay, he's not.
There they go.
I was gonna lose my mind if something happened to Glenn. I couldn't do it. I'm like, I'm not watching this anymore.
Good aim, too. I'd be afraid that they accidentally shoot me.
No, I thought they were, when I realized someone else was shooting, I thought they're gonna shoot Glenn.
I know.
I'm like sweaty.
Yeah, that was intense.
I'm like sweaty. I was like, something can't happen to Glenn. I will not be okay.
Stop it. We can lead some of them away, but they're scattered.
Nah, we'll get them all together. Won't have to lead them away.
Can they use that rocket thing? I don't know if that would do anything. But...
Yeah, that's a good idea.
The only thing is, if it lights you on fire, the walkers just go on fire, but they keep walking. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably dangerous to do it right in Alexandria, though. Or do that, cause a distraction. Like now they're drawn to the light. Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's very interesting. Okay, that was a good idea. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah.
Daryl's smart. I'm proud of you, Daryl.
Yeah, they'll.
It is creepy to see them all kind of like turn and walk the other
moths
way.
to a flame.
Yeah. Because it's like they don't think. They don't have like brains. They just react, and it's just creepy. They look so scary in the flames.
I like that they're like the entire town is. It's like they graduated.
They graduated. I like that.
That was a cool shot.
So intense. Wow, there's gonna be so many bodies to move.
No, I know.
They can't just walk over them all the time. They're gonna have to move them. What would you do? Like move them, or just try to burn them where they are? Or
I'd drag them to like a. Yeah, I would burn them. Probably drag them somewhere to burn them. Well, he's getting stitched up.
Well, Carl's making me nervous. Oh,
Daryl's injury seems pretty minor compared to everybody else's.
Something about Michonne holding Judith just makes me emotional.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not dead at least.
I thought after living behind these walls for so long that maybe they couldn't learn. I saw what they could do. What we could do. We'll rebuild the walls. We'll expand the wall. It's all possible. I see that now.
Please wake up, Carl.
I had this feeling. It took me a while to remember what it was. I want to show you the new world, Carl. I want to make it a reality for you. Please.
Got some movement.
He's gonna be okay. So Carl has been shot, but we know he's at least cognizant enough to like understand his dad is talking to him. We don't know if he knows what he's saying exactly, but he can at least understand his dad is saying something emotional and he was squeezing his hand.
Well, in this type of world, I think any shot in the head or in the eye is going to be detrimental. Honestly, I don't know like the recovery possibility for something like that, because chances of a bullet going into your eye, and I don't know where the exit would be. I don't know if it's possible to not have brain damage, and it might be possible. A bullet is tough. I mean, I don't know. That's a big, because it's not like it just goes into your eye. I mean, it's moving around. It's not like a.
Makes me squeamish.
Yeah, I know. It's not. I'm not an expert on either bullets or medicine, so I don't know for sure. I'd have to look that up. But what did you think when he turned his head around and was just? You knew he could you tell that he was shot right away, or did you think he was bit, or what did you think, or could you even see what was going on when you first saw it?
No, the whole thing, I kept saying, wait, is this like a dream sequence? Like someone's like maybe Sam is so scared he's imagining all of this, but then it turns out they're still walking and they're okay. I really thought it was some kind of, imagination type of thing. Like maybe this is what Sam is imagining, that everything's going wrong, and then they cut back to them and they're still walking quietly and everything's fine. And I could have sworn it was some kind of imagination sequence. And then it turns out, wait a minute, no, this is all happening. And I couldn't even process it. Like Carl is shot and I'm just, what's going on? And I thought at first Carl was bit, and I was so freaked out because I don't think anything's going to happen to Carl or Rick, because I feel like they're kind of the main characters, and I know anything can happen to anyone in the show, but I just feel like Rick is like the main character, and I have a slight thing of like, okay, maybe something could happen to Rick at some point, but Carl would be like the one that takes over for Rick. Like maybe when he's older and grown, he kind of takes over. So when I thought that Carl was bit by a walker, I was like, whoa, wait a minute, no. And then it turned out he was shot. But it just took me a minute to process. And then I just looked at his face and it was like, where is his face? Yeah. Where is it? Oh my goodness, he was shot.
It's like half his head was gone. I mean, it wasn't gone. I mean, it was, but it was kind of like that. And about the dream sequence, the way it was shot, I think intentionally kind of made you unsure if this was real or not. One thing I do like about the show, they don't do that. At least not often. If they have, I've forgotten. But I don't think they almost never do dream sequences. I like that because I'm not a big fan of dream sequences. I like to know this is actually what's happening. I don't like the fake outs. I don't like it when movies do that. I don't like it when TV shows do that. Now, I mean, there's exceptions, but where it's okay. But I mean, for the most part, I generally don't like that. So, and I'm glad that Walking Dead really doesn't do that. At least not often. If they do it at all, I don't think they don't do it often.
And so. It was kind of the way that he said dad, it was like Carl couldn't even process what was happening. He just knew that all of a sudden he's in pain, he can't see, and the way he said dad, and then he just collapsed. It was so scary and so sad. And Rick getting all his aggression out on the walkers was kind of, just very Rick-like. Yeah. And but that whole thing with like Jesse and Ron and Sam. So I knew something bad was going to happen when they ended the previous episode where Sam's going, Mom. Yeah. Like, okay, Sam's going to ruin this in some way. Something's going to happen. But not like this. Right. I didn't, none of this went the way I thought it was going to go.
Yeah, and it wasn't a surprise that it was probably going to be a big episode. So you were anticipating something was probably not going to come out right. So, I mean, obviously, but I don't know if you caught this with during the show or not. Did you catch that when Sam was walking through, he kind of heard Carol's voice in his mind talking? So, I mean, do you put any blame? Because I remember when we first saw that scene when Carol was giving him that scare, like I'm going to tie you up in the woods. Do you give any blame at all to Carol for putting those thoughts in his head? Obviously, Carol didn't know that was going to happen, but she did traumatize him just a little bit. I mean, he was already going to be traumatized. We know that. She didn't help, I think.
No, but I don't put blame on her for this specific instance, even though her words are what came back to him and kind of caused him to have his breakdown and everything. I don't blame Carol. I don't think she should have said any of that to him. I'm not agreeing with her saying that to him, but I'm not blaming her for her words coming back to him right now and causing this, because something would have done it. Sam was afraid. He wanted to act. I mean, I have to give him credit that in the end he wanted to be brave and he wanted to help. Mm-hmm. But he just couldn't do it, and he was very traumatized. And I think that if it wasn't Carol's words, it would have just been something. I'm in the dark, I'm a kid, I'm looking around, I'm seeing all this. And when he saw that little boy walker, it would have happened regardless. I think. What do you think? Do you think it would have happened regardless
Yeah.
of what Carol said?
I was really just playing devil's advocate. I think Carol's helped Sam more than anything. She did put the thought in his head, and it was, he was remembering that he never forgot that. But she's helped him more than anything. Obviously, she helped to get away from his dad and helped his abusive dad and helped him. Was trying to do tough love. She wanted him toughened up. She wanted him to survive, and she knew. She always goes back to Sophia, how she wasn't tough, and she blames herself, I think, for Sophia. So
that makes a lot of sense. Like I would think, being more maternal and kind of helping the kid tenderly, but Carol's whole thing is like, if I don't toughen you up, you're not going to survive. So I understand her line of thinking on that. But now that whole family is just gone.
What do you think about Jessie having to watch her, boy get eaten right on her, on her arm? I mean,
she didn't have to watch for very long.
No, she didn't. She didn't. She didn't.
I was so shocked that something happened to her. I didn't think it would. I thought she would watch the boy, and then it would be this long drawn out thing where she's mad at Rick, or Rick feels bad, or whatever, and they have like all these. I didn't know she was going to be gone right after him.
Yeah,
that was.
She.
But you know what? Now Jessie is not a distraction, and in the way
that's
of Rick
all
and
Brooke
Michonne.
cares about. If you were expecting Brooke to be sad about Jessie, you were wrong. She is just seeing it as opportunity.
Opportunity. Okay, not that I want anything to happen to anyone, but like Rick and Michonne had these little exchanges, these little looks they would give each other that were different from before, and Jessie was just kind of in the way. Jessie was a distraction. So now that she's out of the picture, Rick and Michonne can go back to this little chemistry, this vibe they had going on. Obviously, I wouldn't want anything to happen to anyone.
I'm sad that Jessie's gone. I'm really bothered by how the family was just kind of taken out.
And all at once. I mean, it was just annihilation.
Right. It was really annihilated. And I do feel like Ron was a bit villainized, and I get it. I do sympathize with Ron. He had reasons to be kind of a bit of a jerk.
In a lot of ways, he's a victim.
Yeah, he was victimized too. It was circumstances.
But I do lose all sympathy for him that he was about to,
pulled a gun
in
on
the
Rick.
midst of everything else going on. Like, Ron,
You
now
idiot.
is not the time. So you can't pull a gun on a regular human who is trying to help you survive when you have a million walkers around you.
Yeah.
But I realize that he reacts in the moment. It's very teenagery, very, not fully developed. Like he's just reacting. He's not planning ahead or thinking. I mean,
Was Michonne right to stab him with the sword?
Yes, because he was gonna shoot. Wasn't he gonna? He was gonna shoot.
He was going to shoot
Rick. I mean,
he was going to shoot Rick.
Yeah.
But her stabbing caused him to
the bullet.
pull the trigger and accidentally shoot Carl. Now, would he have shot Carl anyway? We don't know. But he wasn't aiming it at Carl. So
how many bullets did he have? Did he have 2? Because he would have shot Carl.
He could have shot Carl. Maybe he would have. Maybe he would have shot Rick. Maybe he would have shot no one. I don't know what he was planning on doing that in that situation. I think he was just traumatized and just wanted to blame somebody. And he was just, maybe it would have been something where he would have taken out Rick, and then perhaps he would have probably let Walkers take him and been okay with that. He probably just said, I don't care anymore. That might have been what he was saying.
I didn't think of that. That's a really interesting idea that he could have done that as like, okay, you're out, now I'm out. And I don't know. I mean, even if he didn't plan that, that's how it would have gone, because he wouldn't have been able to get away from the walkers. I hope that Michonne doesn't have guilt for Carl's injury, because she was trying to save Rick from getting shot. So, and it's really not her fault. She was just trying to save him. But you're right that her doing that caused that bullet to ricochet or whatever it was. So that's just so much going on.
Judith is safe. You asked earlier, would you be okay with Father Gabriel taking Judith? And it turns out that was the smart move, because I don't know how you would have survived that holding Judith in like one arm, or even in that carrier thing they have. Couldn't have carried Carl to safety, and everyone probably would have been drugged down with Jesse.
Yeah, they would have all died.
And Judith. Yeah, they all would have died.
You're more of a fighter. Like, Judith is safer with you. Like, if you give her to Father Gabriel, like, what's he gonna do? But it turned out, that was the right decision. And this is in our lives too. You make a decision without all the information you need. You make a decision not knowing, it would have gone better if we had done this instead. But you can't possibly know that for sure. So that's really hard that shot of him watching Father Gabriel walk away with Judith was really sad, because he watched him walk away knowing, like, I don't know if I'm making the right decision, and I don't know if she'll be okay. And so I have to say, though, I was really proud of Father Gabriel, who I have never liked, because he kind of realized, like, I got to step up and help. And so that was really good. So I hope he can help and find
he definitely stepped up in this episode.
And so did Eugene. Eugene said, like, I don't have the option to not help now. And it was like, okay, Eugene, I'm proud of you.
I actually loved that sequence of them fighting them all off and then just kind of flipping to each character. It just, I don't know, to me it was like very, I don't know the word inspirational or something like that. Like, oh yeah, we're doing it. You know, we're all together getting the, you know, I don't know. It had this like, you know, go team go type of feel to it, which I thought was neat. You
know who else was so inspirational?
Who?
That wolf guy.
Oh, yeah.
I was so moved by. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Are you sad he's gone?
Well, I did like that there was a glimmer of change with him, and I guess it shows that Morgan has a point, you know, and that he learned.
Still humanity.
There's still humanity, but we still kind of side with the idea that you can probably change these people, but some of these people so far gone. I mean, there's not enough, psychiatric units in the world to probably have time to do it. But he's right, though, and I don't think I think a lot of people would agree with him that there's probably humanity left, but in the moment you can't really, you got to survive, and you can't.
And you can't even trust the person. So how do you know? Like, I mean, if you're all relying on each other for survival, and you have somebody that you can't trust, how does that work? So.
It'd have been interesting if the wolf did survive, if he would have came into Alexandria, if they ever would have like let him in. They probably wouldn't have, but I mean,
no one would trust.
But imagine him being like, you know, kind of one of the good guys with the Alexandrians.
That would be so weird. And he still would have the wolf, the W on his forehead. So it's like, okay, everyone, even if I change and you trust me, you always have a visual reminder that I might not be able to be trusted. But I was glad to see that he, you know, because he didn't have to try to, when Denise was about to get attacked, he could have been like, oh, awesome, I can like get away because that walker is getting her and not me or something. And so the fact that he didn't do that was big. But when Denise was like, come here, I can help you, I was kind of shocked. I was like, Denise, just run, just get away from him. But I do appreciate that she, you know, wanted to help him. That shows her heart. But I can't say I was sad when he was obliterated, because he just gave me the creeps. I didn't like him. I thought, I'm never going to trust him, even if he does change.
When I see a character start to change, I wouldn't have minded seeing that play out just a little bit more. Not to say I wanted to see that much more of the wolf. He needed to die. I get that. But I wouldn't have minded seeing that play out. I want to see if he was genuine or not. But also, it would be nice to know that Morgan knew he was right. And maybe if Carol could have seen that Morgan was right in that there was humanity left, you know.
I could kind of reconcile them.
Right.
So might be able to tell Carol and Morgan about that story. Yeah. And then that could help to kind of help them resolve. Maybe that'll help them kind of reconcile.
Yeah, and then when Carol said, I should have killed you, but she understands that Morgan is kind of that gray area. No, you're a good person, but you're also you're making our lives more dangerous.
Right. You're kind of causing a threat to us while you're trying to make sure that you're not being a threat to anyone else. So I think you're absolutely right that she wouldn't really want to do that, and I don't think she would have. And I really hope Morgan sees that, like, it's like I don't want to put down his ideals that you shouldn't hurt anyone or kill anyone, because obviously I think the same thing. I don't want anyone killed or hurt, because Morgan's decision did kind of just put them all at risk. Yeah. How would he feel if he caused something that got people close to him killed? Like, he would feel horrible.
Yeah, and I do think that his philosophy, it might work for him because he's kind of a trained fighter. He trained with Eastman. But for a young kid or somebody that doesn't know anything about self-defense, if you teach them to turn the other cheek when someone's attacking you and don't go for kill shots, that's going to get them killed, because they can't. I mean, you got to be a trained fighter to know
to defend yourself.
To take someone down without killing them, you got to be a little bit trained to do that. Otherwise, you're going to get killed. So,
well, we should talk about the most important people of all, which are Glenn and Maggie and their love for each other.
Yeah, we should. So
he's probably so tired of hearing.
No, that was a stressful part. I mean, Maggie's about to fall off that little platform. I think he underestimated how the walkers are gonna surround him so quickly.
Which you would think he would be very aware of how quickly walkers could surround you, because he just went through a situation where he was completely surrounded by walkers.
Glenn should absolutely be dead again. But thankfully,
he's had so many close calls
Abraham and Sasha were able to like back him up. So they got back there in time. The three of them got back there in time to help out, and Glenn and everyone else needed it. So
didn't you think that they were going to accidentally shoot Glenn because it was so close, all the bullets?
I kind of did, yeah. Well, you didn't know who was shooting at first, but luckily Abraham's a good shot. But yeah. I mean, Glenn was kind of ducking down a little. He was kind of slunched down, so I guess but yeah.
Why do they keep giving Glenn so many close calls? I'm just like, my heart can't take.
Glenn is just always in. Well, he's the guy that always runs out and does the dangerous stuff. He's just used to putting himself in bad situations.
Right. And I think it's neat they had some Glenn getting to know Enid and all that, because I think that Glenn and Maggie could be a real resource for Enid in terms of just she really doesn't have anyone. I know they're
they
young
could adopt
to be.
her.
I was thinking. I know
they'd be more like guardian. They'd be more like
they'd feel like the aunt and uncle rather
the young
than
aunt and uncle.
Yeah, I know that they're pretty young that for her to be. I almost feel like they could at least kind of be like the
mentors.
big brother, big sister type who has each other. They can kind of be like a good example for her of like a stable married couple. It might make her see that okay, there is a future. There's new people being born and we're building a life for them and their future. I don't know. I mean, maybe not. She might die in the next episode. I don't know. But
so the rocket launcher. That made 2 appearances. It saved them twice on this episode. It saved Daryl twice. It saved the town once, and it saved Daryl and Abraham and Sasha early on. So what do you think about that?
Well, isn't it crazy that he got that? He kind of worked hard to get that, to figure out how to get that.
He did.
And he had no idea. He just knew, it's great to have a weapon, but he had no idea that was going to save their lives a couple of times so far. So that's really crazy to think hey, if he hadn't gotten that, they'd be dead right now. And so I was really glad that he got it. And but all the times we've seen that rocket launcher were very tense.
It saved them from the biker gang, and it saved them at the end with the fire.
That was gross. The heads rolling. What did you think
I know.
That?
I actually love. I mean, I love that shot of the main guy. That's who obviously the most recognizable one. His head. And it's I don't know what was going on with his eyes, but it was just his whole head just got bulged out. Man, things didn't end well for you, did they?
It was so mean and icky and out to hurt everyone, and then it was well, now look at you. But Daryl was pretty cool there. I mean, he did that, and he also had the distraction. He made the distraction to get the walkers to move. So he's been pretty
it's good.
Doing some big things. But I have this weird maternal feeling toward Daryl. I feel like a mom or something. And I really want some more Carol and Daryl interaction, because they haven't been together in a little while now.
What would you rate this episode?
147. What about you?
Yeah, I definitely give this one a 10. I mean, it was. I mean, there was not only did a lot of intent. I mean, it was sad to see Jesse's family get taken out, and Sam. I feel so horrible for Sam, but also he is very frustrating, because it's please just go off with the other. Why did you have to? I don't want to leave you, Mom. You killed them all, Sam. You and your little.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Because what happened may have still happened, but probably not if Sam had gone with Father Gabriel.
Sam. I feel bad for Sam. I know he's a kid, and I felt really bad for him, but. Yeah.
But it was frustrating. And it's hard because I know, if I was a child in this world, I would probably be just like Sam. I don't know. How do you adjust to that? The things it must do to your brain as a child to have all this psychological trauma. So I don't blame him at all, but oh my gosh, it was frustrating.
But that being said, yeah, definitely a 10. This is probably one of my favorite episodes.
I can see why.
I love this episode a lot, and I love the way it ended too. It wasn't just all doom and gloom, even though horrible things happened and we lost a lot of characters. I like seeing the ending of it and everybody coming together. So I don't know, it ended well. It wasn't just, like I said, it wasn't just doom and gloom.
Right. It was almost uplifting, and it was like weirdly uplifting. Like, how is this uplifting? Yet it somehow is. I did think, like, it is weird how the episode felt so heavy, and yet you kind of ended feeling like something good is going to come out of this.
Yeah.
And I think that quote that they kept seeing on the church wall was a big part of that. What was it? Faith without works or something. Something about faith without works.
I'll have to relook that up. But yeah, I just said it and I forgot it. I said it earlier in the episode. Anyway.
I feel like that was a big part of what helped to move it to be uplifting, because some of the characters were kind of realizing, like, either like Father Gabriel, it's not enough to just say I have faith. Like, you have to actually put your effort into what you're doing. And then, like, you know, Eugene kind of like, okay, he wasn't around for the quote, but it kind of applied to him too. I feel like that quote kind of helped to make the audience feel like, okay, something good is going to come out of this.
Are you ready to get on to the next episode?
I am.
And if you'd like to support the channel, give us a like. And if you would like to follow our journey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and
and comment, because I want to, like, this was a big episode.
Yeah,
like,
what did you guys think?
We definitely want to know what you guys thought. I love that, like, people are kind of watching along with us, but we only hear each other, and I would love to hear more about what you guys thought of, like, all of the points. So much happened, so tell us everything you thought.
Any fun facts about this episode? I'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll go ahead and move on to the next one. So
yeah, we'll see you guys.
See you on the next one.
And make sure you comment.
Comments.
Have a good night.
Good night.